Do mantras work? No, and here's why. So many of you have asked, and I've often gotten the question, how come mantras, affirmations, why are they not working? People will come to me and say, oh, they've been practicing their mantras over and over again, and they're trying to reprogram their subconscious using mantras or affirmations, and it just doesn't seem to affect change. That's right, because your brain does not prefer language at all. Let me explain this further. Your brain, in fact, works first on visual impulses. I'm going to show you an image here. In this image, what you can see is that vision is, in fact, by far your most dominant sense. Your brain learns visual languages first in life, and then much later, it learns language. And so what we know is that when it comes to achieving goals and practicing a mantra to try to get to new intentions or new places in your life, what we know is that words don't work. So when people ask me, do mantras work? Why are my affirmations not creating any behavioral change? It's because not only does your brain prefer to visualize your goals instead of put them to language or put them in words, but we also know it's because you're really not tapping into your subconscious. As it would turn out, your first language is visual. Your second language is whatever language you were taught when you were young. But here's the thing, that language was learned by the conscious brain. And so your conscious brain is the one that actually speaks language. It's your subconscious, though, that makes most of your decisions. Research shows that long before your conscious knows what decision you've come to, your subconscious actually gets there. In fact, they've shown in fMRIs and in EEGs that when they've put math problems in front of students, those students' subconscious brain actually came to the conclusion, to the solution for the math problem before the conscious brain even knew. What that means is that when we're repeating mantras to ourselves using language, we're actually just activating the conscious brain. We're not activating the subconscious at all. If what you want to do is you want to achieve something new and you want to develop new behaviors, you want to actually improve yourself, become your best brain selves, what we have to do is we have to negate the conscious parts of our brain and really dig into the subconscious parts. And the first and best way to do that is to think of your goal or your intention, that thing that you were repeating in your mantra, and really put it into visual terms for yourself. And so step one is really to visualize that goal or intention in all of its iterations in different contexts. Don't think about the words. Think about the image that the words conjure up. That's step one. In step two, if you really want to actualize some new affirmation or some new goal, some new intention, don't just visualize, but add emotion to it. In fact, in another video, we talked about reprogramming your subconscious, and we will put a link to that here. As we think about reprogramming your subconscious, one of the best ways to go about doing that is to use your subconscious in your own favor. One of the things your subconscious does is mediate all emotion, and it houses your entire emotional brain. So, as you think about your goal or your intention, don't put it into words, think of it in images, and then further, add to those images your emotion about what it is you want to achieve. In step three, what I want you to do is add to this vision and emotion that you have about your new goal or your new intention. I want you to do it mindfully, not mindlessly. One of the challenges with mantras and affirmations is that people just get repeating them mindlessly. They don't think about them at all. What I want you to do is set aside time, very specific time, that you can think about your new goal, your new intention, visualize it, put emotion behind it, and then I want you to do that in a very conscientious state so that you are deliberately, something we call cognitive deliberateness, you are deliberately and mindfully thinking about this new goal or intention. What it means is you don't have to repeat it hundreds of times a day. That's not going to help. That, in fact, is is just going to increase something we call habituation, which is when you get so numb to it, you're not even listening to yourself anymore. Instead, in step 3, what you're going to do is set aside specific time, maybe first thing in the morning, maybe at night before you go to bed, maybe midday when you need a break from work. You're going to set aside time to consciously, cognitively, and conscientiously go through your new goal or intention. If you'd like more help realizing your best brain self, please subscribe and more videos just like this one will come your way.